Are you looking to buy a Tesla Model 3 but don't quite know everything about it and wondering, hey, what do I need to do to prepare for this grand event? Because, buying an electric car, especially Tesla, it's not like buying any other car. There are quite a few things you need to think about. And I've noticed a few people don't know about something that, Tesla community, those of us who kind of live in that bubble kind of thought it's common knowledge. No. So let me tell you everything you need to know about to make a decision and to buy your Model 3 and be able to actually, enjoy it. All of this is coming up next. Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric! Welcome to E4 Electric, your #1 source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, and I am assuming it is, because if you're looking to buy Model 3, maybe you're just starting to, YouTube stuff around, so you came to the right place. By the way, don't forget to click on that subscribe button so you don't miss anything moving forward. This is going to be a really exciting year for electric cars on Tesla. But let's talk about, buying a Tesla Model 3. First, I can't believe I have to mention this, and I actually made another video about it. Don't forget that you need to go and contact somebody who already has a Tesla and therefore a referral code. Now this is my referral code right here. It's in the description of this video, but I just want to show you guys what it looks like. You're welcome to use mine. You can use your friends if you want, but you need to make sure to do it because there are perks not only for the person with the referral code, but to you who's going to be buying the car and in the future using this, giving this code out to other people. Right now, and again, it's just right now, so make sure whatever you watch this video, check out, whatever the Tesla is saying on their page. But right now you get 6 months of free supercharging, which is a big deal. And then if you haven't driven this car, like if you haven't scheduled and done a test drive with Tesla, you'll get an extra 3 months for that. And that's what I recommend you do. Don't test drive it at a dealership or service center or showroom, right? Find somebody who already has one, maybe a friend of yours, and drive theirs, because that will get you an extra 3 months. Now, to be honest with you, it's not that big of a deal, because if you do travel once or twice a year, the electricity prices at superchargers are not that big. You also need to check that on their website. They have a calculator for that. But anyway, make sure to use this code, because once you purchase this car and you don't use the code, you won't be able to kind of edit again. All right, now another thing to think about it, and I don't know if you're even aware, but Tesla has a supercharging network. This is the network where your car can be supercharged pretty quickly. About 45 minutes, 0 to 80 or 90%, depending. Different superchargers at different times sometimes have different sort of rates of how fast they're charging your car. You might want to check it out if there's one in your area. It's just from some emergency fast charging. And think about the destinations that you're traveling to the most. See how many superchargers are between wherever you live or work in that location, and that will probably help you make a decision as far as how important the free supercharging or supercharging in general for you. But the biggest thing you need to think about how you're going to charge it every day, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you need to do that. Before that, let me just give you a quick reminder that this show and this channel is sponsored by X-Rack. This is essentially the roof rack for your vehicle hitch. For those of you guys who either have a Model X where you can't put anything on top, or you just don't want to install anything on top of your car, this is a great solution. There is a discount code in the description of this video that will also get you free shipping. This is a pretty good deal. Check it out at xrack.us. But let's talk about home charging. This is very important. Now, this is a Tesla home charger, but you don't have to install a Tesla home charger. All Teslas, just like pretty much all electric cars, have come with their own charger, and you can plug it into a 240 volt outlet. You will probably have to have an electrician install it. Some of the newer homes already have that installed. In some apartment communities and HOA communities, you also might have one already, but make sure if you live in an apartment complex that it's a dedicated one. You don't want to come home, it's shared one, and someone's charging there overnight and you can't charge and you can't get to work or whatever to your childcare in the morning. You want to make sure it's dedicated one. If you don't have or can't have one installed wherever you live, I recommend that you wait. You're probably not going to enjoy the experience, because you will essentially going to be at mercy at supercharging, and that's not what they're designed for. There are lines and the wait time sometimes of those. So I would say that make sure that you have a home charging solution. Could be as cheap as just installing, and sometimes it's like $500 to install a 240 volt outlet. It needs to be a specific configuration that your charger that comes with the car can plug into, because there are different configurations for 240. No, you cannot charge it. I mean, you can charge it from 110, but it will take you a long time. So don't count on that at all. There are some charging stations like this one for Tesla, and other ones that you can get third party, but then you will have to use an adapter every time. Not really sure if you guys are up for that. It's kind of a drag, but you can kind of leave it on there. So you can do that. There are tons of them on Amazon, and I have a link in the description of this video to some of them as well. Now, let's move on to something else. Don't forget about insurance, right? Insurance, you better shop around, because some insurance companies just do not like Tesla at all. For a good reason, obviously, because it's aluminum made. The parts are very limited. Sometimes it takes months or weeks, but sometimes months for some of these parts. It's expensive to fix because there are very few certified body shops that you can fix Tesla at. You might want to check how much your insurance is going to cost, because that might add a lot to your bottom line of ownership of this car. Also, figure out where there's Tesla service centers and collision centers. And collision centers have like body shops. They need to be Tesla certified. Even in the Bay Area, and I think there are only 2 now. Tesla's been, creating their own, and it's helping. So make sure check what's going to happen when you need either service or need repairs, because that is usually one of the worst parts, definitely for me, but for a lot of people, as far as the ownership experience with Tesla. So make sure, talk to your maybe advisor, or get an advisor even ahead of buying a car, to make sure you understand what the process is like, how far away they are. If they have mobile service available, which they should, that usually takes care of about 60 to 70% of all the issues most of the time. So make sure to do all of that. Now, even with all of that, there will still be issues. You obviously need to maybe watch some videos on Tesla. Hosts a bunch of videos on how to use Model 3. It is a very different animal. Everything happens in the center console monitor. Pretty much everything. And don't forget, you don't have the display, the center display behind your wheel. There's just nothing there but wood, okay? Everything's happening there. You do need to know how to use it before you drive that car, because even things like, air conditioning, things that you really need, they're all going to be there. You really need to understand the interface before you leave with that car from the service center, or just drive it for the first time. All right, by the way, let me give a quick shout out to one of my newer Patreons, Mark Taylor. Thank you so much for joining my Patreon community, contributing to myself, who is an independent full-time YouTuber, and of course there are tons of perks for my Patreons, including watching these videos live, so you guys are the first ones to see them. But thank you so much for supporting me. Now, if you have other questions about this, definitely put them in the comment section, or maybe you add your own. If I haven't, maybe I missed something. And I hope you get the Model 3. Once again, the referral code in the description of this video. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.